This is the first time that my parents are ever going to go to Asia. Today, that's happening. And it's my job as the resident person who makes YouTube videos about how to get into countries and navigate all these weird COVID requirements to take care of everything to allow us to get into the country easy and without any stress. I'm pretty stressed out about this. In just a few hours, we're gonna hop on a plane to Singapore. And even though we've been doing this for so long, we've been traveling between these countries, doing all these various COVID requirements and passing all these hoops and filling out all these pre-boarding forms and getting stuff put up our nose about 50 times since we left. Even with all that, it's still nerve-wracking. I don't even know what would happen if you got it wrong. And this time with the parents coming along, everything has to go perfectly. They're trusting me with all of the paperwork part of this. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out a little bit. Okay, is everybody ready to talk about Singapore game plan?
Yes, go for it.
Okay, wait, but we need a song.
Oh, give me that cat piano.
Keyboard.
Luckily, the requirements to get into Singapore just got a lot easier. As of April 1st, which is literally today, the first day that these requirements changed, you no longer have to fly their kind of crazy, overly specific VTL flight. All you gotta do is get tested before you get on the plane and then prove that you're fully vaccinated when you arrive. And then you're good. It honestly feels kind of close to how easy travel was before. But there is one snag in this whole thing, one problem, and that is their pre-departure form. It took about an hour of just heads down, super focused time, making sure that I got every single little detail right. Passport number, passport expiration date, your birthday, for all 4 of the people that are traveling today, to make sure all of it is just right.
Do you guys still want to go to Singapore?
Sure, Josh is doing all the work.
Nervous laughter.
And then we had to book the COVID tests and pay for them. Luckily, they weren't that expensive and we're getting them right at the Melbourne airport. You can do either a PCR test or a rapid antigen test, so that's nice. And then you still have to show that you have health insurance to cover you once you actually get there. My parents are using AXA, which is a different health insurance company than the one that we're using, so we have to make sure that we both have those forms correctly. And then once we have all of that, once all of that is done and all of that's put into the pre-departure form, then you have to upload your vaccination status, and they only accept this in QR code form. So still, with all of this, it just feels like at any moment this whole thing could just fall apart. If anything goes wrong and my parents' first introduction to Asia is being kicked back out, that's not exactly the way that we were hoping to start our trip. Wish me luck. We're gonna start heading to the airport. We gotta get our COVID test done.
Wait to see what the weight is.
We spent all morning juggling stuff back and forth, just trying to get it to fit under the weight limit. What
So
are we
we're
at?
only at 8.5 and we have 20. We're fine. There's like gonna be no issue. Unless you guys have like some bricks or rocks or something.
We do have rocks.
These 4 massage rocks.
You're packing rocks in there.
No, I'm just...
Everybody's a little stressed out. The Uber this morning was somehow $200 to get us to the airport. About 20 minutes away, so we're taking the bus. Okay, COVID test done. Now we just gotta wait for the results. Yay! Always crying every time it happens. Just tears.
Don't fall.
Right on. You're over by how much?
0.8.
Ooh.
Not good.
We're still just like jostling weight back and forth between bags. We're like right at the limit. Oh man. These budget airlines. I don't know if the stress is worth the saving money. Good? Too heavy. Didn't make it. So now we're just waiting for the test results. It should be like 30 minutes. Luckily we got a good couple hours before our flight even leaves. So, but all of this paperwork right here is just for checking in. What did it say?
Your COVID test result is negative.
Negative. Nice. So we got all of our test results. We are on our way to Singapore. We just got to print them out onto paper because that's what they want. How many extra layers are you wearing right now?
Oh my God. Okay. So I have my raincoat on. I have my fleece jacket on.
Right.
I have the inside pockets full. I have the outside pockets full. And I have all my pants pocket's full.
That's where we're at now. Okay, now that we're through the weigh-in process, everyone's just taking everything off and putting it back in their bag, as is the way. Gotta repack that chicken salt. Okay, so we just went through security. Everybody else got their bag checked and pulled off to the side, so I think now we're through all the stuff here and we can actually go to the plane and hopefully Singapore.
Dad got pulled over.
Oh, for what?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He had to stop and talk to somebody. So in case you're flying internationally on Jetstar like we are, just know that they don't provide free food or beverages. So quick tip, for us, we have priority pass. Unfortunately, the lounges here at Melbourne Airport are closed, but we were able to use our priority pass to purchase foods and beverages for takeaway, up to $72 for 2 guests. We were able to get some breakfast and some snacks for our 8-hour flight.
We realized that we didn't even stop to talk about what Priority Pass actually is. It's a perk that comes with our Chase Sapphire Reserve that gets you into all sorts of amazing lounges all over the world. Just this one right here saved us over $100 in food. So this was free, right? But would I have been happy paying the $26 that this cost? If you want to learn all about how we get lounge access and accumulate frequent flyer miles that have saved us over $9,000 just on this trip alone, you can head over to our course on Skillshare and learn all about it. The first 1,000 people to use the link in the description or our code Lisa and Josh at sign up will get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare, which is plenty of time to go through our course as well as all the other amazing courses on Skillshare. Let me show you all the free food that we immediately covered in our chicken salt. It is a piece of toast with 2 eggs and some avocado on top.
That is avocado toast.
$17. Thinking about our time in Australia, I've realized it's been this absolute up and down, back and forth. It started off really good getting to Sydney, had an amazing couple of days there meeting up with our friend. And then the whole camper van chronicle started after that and things just really fell apart. We blew like an extra $2,000 just mostly on petrol. Trying to drive and get from place to place, but then once we dropped the camper van, made our way back to Sydney, met up with our parents, things were amazing. Overall, I'd say we had a great time. Off we go.
I'm watching the only free thing on Jetstar right now.
Yeah.
The sound of the ocean.
They said we're waiting 10 more minutes because of a passenger discrepancy. What do you think that means?
Will now be seated for landing. Thank you.
We keep circling.
Welcome to Singapore. The local time is 27 minutes past. I advise that you need to put on your face mask.
Okay, now we just gotta make it through immigration, this super long line. That was a very full flight today. Oh, it feels good to be here. As soon as we stepped off the plane, you just get blasted with that Singapore humidity and you know you're back. Not so bad.
Very happy now.
Free map. Look at all the places we'll go. That was really quick. And now we're going to get our baggage.
Day down.
Doors are closing.
This is fancy. That humidity. So nice to be back in Singapore, and the rules have changed. We don't have to wear masks outdoors anymore. It's optional.
Yeah.
Indoors, you still have to wear masks, but outdoors,
The whole immigration process, even though it took a while, was very straightforward. Wasn't a big deal at all. As long as you do your homework, do the super long online paperworky thing, you'll be good.
you still have to check in and out of every place that you go to. So the Trace Together app is still very important, but that's it. And now we're off to do our favorite activity.
Thank you very much. Char Kway Teow, baby.
So what'd you get?
I got fish 2 ways. It's fried fish and steamed fish
Yeah, it looks good.
and noodles. It looks very
Smells
good.
good.
Noodles I'm not used to.
There you go.
Very good.
Was it good?
Oh God, it's so good to be back. This just feels like the right place to have a meal. I don't know how else to explain it. Restaurants just don't really hold the same sway once you've been to a hawker center like this. It's just not as good. Oh, Char Kway Teow really hit the spot.
Dark.
Wow, that is spectacularly bad lighting.
It's not.
Please hold. God, what a day. I felt like we've been moving ever since we woke up today. We got to the airport 5 hours early and still just barely had enough time to get everything done. These COVID restrictions, they definitely take a lot of time.
But we made it, and it feels so nice to be back in Singapore and Asia. We loved Australia. We had a great time, but
What do you guys think of your first little bit in Asia?
It is hot, yes, hot and humid. Other than that, it looks pretty cool.
But we got here under cover of darkness.
Yeah, so it looks super pretty with all the lights on.
Singapore awesome.
We'll enjoy it in the morning.
We are all beat after this long travel day, so we are going to call it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
are you suggesting that we
No,
get a suitcase?
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But if we do buy one, we're probably gonna have to check it anyway.
Chicken and rice made it. And an Australian ingredient. Hi, kitty. What do you got to tell us? So many things to say.